Thursday. Okay, good morning and welcome to Bloody Thursday. Morning, Jason. Let's make a start. So we're going to start with just getting ourselves warmed up, so find ourselves a bit of space. Sarah's just asking me what's the spillage on the floor. I managed to spill my bottle of water this morning while doing cardio. I thought, well, I've managed to mop most of it up. It's the only problem, you've got slightly textured flooring, isn't it? Okay, and then from there, I'm going to go into some jumping jacks, some star jumps. Get those big joints moving, get that synovial fluid flowing. And back into jogging on the spot. So. Okay, I'll kick those out. Right, so we're going to go for 6 different exercises today, working specifically our arms. So we're working on our biceps and our triceps. So just as a reminder, our biceps are the ones that anchor from the shoulder down to the elbow and allow us to compress the arm to lift the arm up. And our triceps on the opposite side of the arm, they anchor again at the shoulder down to below your elbow and they pull the arm back down. So when we concentrate on these muscles, when we concentrate on the compression on the lift side part of the cycle, we concentrate on squeezing that muscle up and then feeling that kind of squeeze there. And as we're lowering it, we're concentrating on the stretching of that muscle. Whereas on the triceps, it's the opposite way around. So when we're on the compression side, it's the squeeze of the muscle to make the arm lower. And as we bring it up back into its relaxing position, we're actually working on stretching this muscle out. So we need to really bring the arm up into that kind of position to stretch it as much as we can. Okay. So let's go into the exercise we're going to do today. So we need a couple of weights in each hand. Start off light and then go heavier. And we'll start off with alternating dumbbell curls. So for these, we're going to keep our elbows pinned into the side of our body. And as we lift one arm up and squeeze that bicep to move the weight, we're then going to lower that and lift the other at the same time. So we've got constant motion at all times. Make sure as you're bringing the weight down that you allow your arm to go as far down as you possibly can. So you've got full range of motion in that muscle. So again, if you look at that from the side, arms pinned in. And as you can see, the arms going all the way down and all the way up. Okay, from there, we're going to go to some hammer curls. So the difference between this is just literally our hand position. We're going to twist our hands, palms facing each other. And what we'll find is as we're doing this, you should feel a difference in your forearms. So this is the muscles groups we're using here. So while concentrating on our biceps, there are other muscles groups that we're going to be engaging. We'll be engaging the forearm muscles, our shoulder muscles, and a bit of our chest and back as well. So again, pin the arms into the side, and we're going to do both at the same time. So bring our arms up, squeeze, and then slowly back down. Again, fully extending. If you are using dumbbells, one of the other advantages of this one is you'll be able to fully extend your arms because they won't be bumping into your body. So again, as you bring them up, you can bring them all the way down to your sides. So really concentrate on that stretch as well as the contraction. Our final exercise from this for the biceps is going to be drag curls. So this is where we're going to push the elbows backwards and try and keep the weights as close to our body as we can. So as we bring the arms up and push the elbows backwards, almost allowing the weights to just slide across the front of our body. So again, if you look at that from the side, let's push our weights back, our arms back. The weights almost just go in a straight line up our body. You can really consciously compress the bicep to be able to lift those. Okay, so now we turn our attention to our triceps. So the first one we're going to do is tricep overhead extensions on this set. And again, bringing our elbows as close to our head as we can, because what we're going to do is we're going to utilize this position to really stretch the triceps by letting the arms go as far down your back as you can. Then we're going to lift them up into the air, really explosively, really compress those triceps, and then slowly bring them back down behind your head. So again, if we look at that from the back, we're going to compress, lift, and slowly bring them down, concentrating on that stretch all the way down, as far down back as you can. From there, we're going to go into tricep kickbacks. So into your bent over position, a nice straight back, pin the elbows into the side of the body, and I'm going to drive the weights backwards by compressing the triceps. And then bring them back to the beginning, all the way back, and then back to your starting position. After we've done that, we're going to hit the ground, not literally, we'll just do the lie down, and we're going to go for skull crushers. So we'll lie on our back, put the weights behind our head, elbows pointed straight at the ceiling, and we're going to utilize those triceps to compress those, lift the head weights over the head, and slowly bring them back down. So that's that lying position. All the way up and slowly back down. Okay, right, so that's the 6 exercises for today. Any questions?
No, all good.
Morning, Mark.
Morning.
Good to see you. Right, in which case, let's make a start. We're going to do 3 sets, 10, 12, and 15 reps. And like I said at the beginning, start with a lighter set, and we'll work our way up to a heavier set if we need to. Right, so starting with 10 alternating bicep curls, arms pinned to the side. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Then twisting our palms so they're facing each other, we'll go into hammer strength curls. You can keep those elbows pinned to the side. We'll go for 10 hammer strength curls in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, then into drag curls. So palms facing up again, pushing our elbows backwards. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now turn our attention to triceps with tricep overhead extensions. Again, bringing our elbows as close to our heads as we can. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and tricep kickbacks. So into your bent over position, arms pinned to the side. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and going to the ground, we'll go for some skull crushers. Okay, elbows back into the air. I'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, have a break, grab yourself a drink, and just put the minute on. Okay, how was that for everyone?
Yeah.
All good?
Good, yeah. I've only got like weights today actually, so I can't progress it, but that's fine.
So with it, just really concentrate on that squeeze and that extension in your muscles, because with a lot of this, you can actually do it without having the extra stimulus. So it's all about the feeling of that you've got in the muscles. So as you're bringing it up, really kind of feel that squeeze, especially when you get to the top, and just give it that extra squeeze when you get there, and then slowly lower it back down. But as you're lowering it, you should feel like you're still trying to squeeze the muscle at the same time. So you should feel like it's a little bit difficult to do that. And if you're doing that throughout, you'll find that'll have a really big benefit, even with lower weights.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, yeah. Thanks, yeah.
Cool. And that's exactly the same with the triceps as well. So as you're kind of exploding up, as you're lowering it back down, you should almost feel like it's difficult to do it. As you can see, when I'm trying to show you, you do feel like it's almost like going in stages, because it's that you've got that fighting force between the two elements of trying to keep it contracted, but yet still trying to let it stretch out.
Okay, got it.
One more request.
Yep.
Excuse me. Just in between each thing, even within the arms, just need 2-3 seconds. Going to switch weights because some of them are better when some of them progress on, some of them not.
Yeah, no worries at all. Okay. Speaking of which, let's grab set number 2. So we're going to go for our alternating bicep curls. Again, if you want to increase the weights, do so just by a little bit. So hopefully you've judged it by the first set as to where you are today, how your body is feeling, how you're performing. And if you can increase, do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But we'll probably try and increase on the final set. Right, so let's start off with bicep alternating curls. So palms facing upwards, really concentrate on that feeling in your biceps. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so now we're going to change that over into hammer strength curls, so palms facing each other. Again, really concentrate on that feeling. So as we're starting compressing the muscles, then as we're starting to release them, try and keep that tension in the muscles. So it's a slow release as you're bringing them down to stretch them. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, now we move into drag curls. So palms facing forwards, arms pinned to the side again.
12.
Sorry?
Are we not on 12?
Oh yeah, we're supposed to have done 12. Whoops. Good job, someone's awake. Okay, so into drag curls. In 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that's biceps done. Now we're going to go into triceps, into tricep overhead extensions. So again, your weight, bring your elbows to your side of your head. Really drive those weights into the air by feeling that compression in your triceps. Again, as you're lowering them back down, feel them as they're stretching, but at the same time, keep them under control. So nice and slowly lowering. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, bringing them down, we're going to go into our tricep kickbacks. So again, nice straight back. Really concentrate on that feeling. And with these, don't be tempted to have a swing. So try and make sure you're controlling throughout the movement. So really, especially on the return, as you're kind of bringing back to the beginning, try to really slow that movement down. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, from there, go into the ground for our last exercise of this set, which is skull crushers. So again, pointing our elbows to the ceiling. What I find sometimes helps is to try and keep the weights as close together as I can. And then that way I can try and keep my elbows pointing straight to the ceiling and not necessarily pointing at 45 degrees away from my body. So concentrate on that feeling in your triceps. Fast going up, slow coming down in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. From there, stand up, have a break, grab a drink. Come on. I think my.
So just curious.
Mhm.
So this is a slightly different sequence than you've done in the past, whereby you alternate bis and tris, shoulder. Is the strategy there just to stress it a little bit more with the super tricep?
No, we've done this before.
Oh yeah.
So this is kind of week number 12, but I try to alternate how we do things just to give us a bit of variety. So sometimes we'll alternate between biceps and triceps, very much like you would do a superset by working opposing muscle groups. So then once you've kind of done a bicep exercise, you do a tricep exercise straight afterwards because those are directly opposing muscles. and it just kind of helps work those out. When you do things like biceps and triceps, sometimes it's better to do triceps first, especially when you're doing large groups of them. And you do that because as you start to build up the lactic acid in your biceps, you can find it more difficult to get that kind of stretch on your triceps. The reason why I've done it this way around, where we're doing biceps first, we do a full set of biceps and then a full set of triceps, is just to make it the session flow. Because if you do the triceps first and go to the floor for the skull crushers, then you go back off the floor to do the biceps afterwards, and it just makes it a little bit more disjointed as a flow of a session. So by putting the floor work at the end, it just makes it flow better.
There's a couple of them that I usually do at a slightly higher weight, or even the weight that I went up to, and I found it more challenging because of the intense 3 back-to-back-to-back workouts.
Yeah, so you just, by doing 3 exercises of the same muscle group back to back, you should be just exhausting them. So again, start off with you almost want to put as much weight as you can on the first exercise, and then utilize like the last exercise, things like, for example, the bicep drag curls or the skull crushers, mainly to just do more metabolic stress work. So you're really looking for that just to get the pump. So if you needed to drop the weight down and then just do more to feel that burn, that lactic acid buildup, then that's what you'd be looking to do in those exercises.
Yeah. And I found another wild thing. It's maybe how my body's built, or maybe how it is. For example, the first tricep one like this, I found it's easier to do instead of 2 5s to do 1 10. It's much simpler for me. And same with the drags. It's the same amount of weight, but it's more, I don't know, it's just how my hands are positioned versus here or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I prefer using one, especially when I'm doing my workout for a full session. And again, because you're utilizing one exercise, one dumbbell to really get that lift, you don't have this thing about your arms moving in different directions.
I'm
trying
more
to help
focused,
them go in the same direction. But again, just for ease and flow of the session, I tend to just use the same 2 as I'm going through it. So this is kind of the difference between what I do for a fitness class to make it flow easily and provide a good session versus what I will do for my own personal development kind of side of fitness. But
Gotcha.
you've identified exactly the same thing for yourself. So if you do find, for example, that it is easier going with one, well, not easier, but you're getting a better connection to your muscle groups, then do so, because then you'll find you'll progress quicker.
That's just more of the switching, but within now that we have that nice little 2-second gap that you provided.
You're welcome.
Speaking of staying fit,
set number 3. Nicely done there. Getting these segues as smooth as butter. Right. So let's get ourselves into bicep alternating curls. So with this is our final set. Do push them up if you want. Push the weights up as far as you can. Gauge it based on how you were last time. So for example, if you were on 5s or 10s last time, you think you can push it up to like 7.5s or 12.5s or 10s or 15s, then do so. And if you don't make 15 reps, but you have increased the weight, then that's fine as well. You go into the point where you're exhausting the muscles if we can. Okay, I'll start with 15 alternating bicep curls in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now we're going to go into hammer strength curls. So palms facing each other. Again, if you want to keep the weights increased on this one, that's fine. If we don't make it to 15, but you feel like you've completely exhausted your muscles at that point, that's fine as well. The key thing again is just really that feeling. So 15 hamstring curls in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now we're going to move into bicep drag curls. So again, with these, if you have found you've completely exhausted the last few times and you want to reduce the weight back to what you're doing in set 2, that's fine, to make 15 reps. With this one, just be aware, try not to push your shoulders up as you're going through this. So try and keep your shoulders down and really concentrate on moving the arms using your biceps. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Now we'll move into tricep overhead extensions. So we're going to bring our arms up, elbows to the side. Again, if you've gone down to one weight, if we've increased the weight, that's okay. Really concentrate on that squeeze and that stretch. Remember, slow on the way down during the stretch, fast and explosive on the way up. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. And into our tricep kickbacks. So nice straight back, neutral spine. So make sure we're not protecting our back as we're doing this. Arms spin to the side. Again, not swinging this. So this is all about keeping it control. Nice and explosive as you're pushing the arms backwards and slow on the return. And start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, last exercise of the session today. We're going to be on the floor for skull crushers. So again, positioning our elbows point to the ceiling. This is another one of those where if you want to increase the size of the weight and just go with one weight, it can sometimes be a benefit, sometimes be easier to keep those elbows together. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Grab yourself a drink. And that is the end of another upper body session for today.
Thanks, Martin.
You're welcome. Have an absolutely super day. Hopefully not all work. You'll have some time at the beach as well.
Bit more work today, but not complaining.
I don't blame you. I'll have an absolutely super day anyway. And same with yourself, Jason. Hopefully the writing part of the book is coming along quite nicely, and really looking forward to reading it.
I'm literally, what I do is because I can't get as much work done in the studio, I take the laptop and find a park, turn off the Wi-Fi, and just do it.
Beautiful. Yeah, lovely way of being able to do it as well outside. So yeah, love it. Right, have a super day, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow for lower body Friday.
I'll see you Monday because I'm doing a sunrise thing tomorrow. So
brilliant. Well, enjoy your sunrise run.
I'm also going to try to do it. I'm supposed to leave at 9 a.m. for something, so hopefully I'll be up either way, but I'll message you if I can't for whatever reason.
No worries at all.
Okay.
All right. Bye for now.
Thanks, guys.
see you guys. Bye.